Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, grab some seats. Grab your seats. Just do those ones and then stop. We need everyone sat down. Yeah. As long as one's for me. Grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. All right. Stop yawning. You will party and you will enjoy it. Guys, sit down. You can get a drink in just a minute. To the beautiful weather that Berlin has. Thank you for everything last night. Competitors, you're amazing. Can we have one round of applause for the competitors? And one more for our new champ, Ran. Now, we've got something really special for you. We've got a sneak peek into the future, and we're going to hand over to Jacob and Gillionaire to introduce something kind of special. Jacob.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for coming along today. I know yesterday was a long day, and thanks to Gillionaire, was also a long night. Man, last night, some of that music you were playing was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. What a party.
Just for you.
Well, it took me back, right?
Yeah.
Because the first time I actually met Gillionaire properly was in 2012 at the Carnival in Trinidad, which is really one of the best street parties, I think, on the planet.
I would
right?
agree.
And some of the music that you were banging out last night to get people on the floor just took me straight back to that.
Yeah.
So, man, thank you so much. Great fun.
Thank you guys for always having me.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess, first of all, perhaps yourself and your enthusiasm for, you're an interesting guy, a polymath, as it were. So you're a restaurateur. You run a festival that's a celebration of fried chicken.
Yes.
And which I've never been to, I should point out. And and as well as that, obviously, you DJ and produce under your own name, Gillionaire, and you're 1/3 of Major Lazer.
Yes.
How do you keep all these things spinning?
Man, I don't know. Well, I mean, we have a great team. I mean, our manager Renee is here somewhere, hiding in the back, I'm sure. And we have a good crew of people that I work with, and they help to keep everything going. I think a lot of it is really rooted in, being born and raised in Trinidad, and we have a very strong rum culture in Trinidad. As you guys probably know, Angostura bitters, was invented there, and we have our own. Angostura also makes a rum, which few people know actually, and it's just it comes out of that, and just out of doing a lot of hanging out. We call it liming, so a lot of liming, a lot of rum drinking, and just having a good time. And it's really about trying to embed that island life and that Caribbean culture into, like you said, food and music and drinks and just having a good time. And how do we bring all of those ideas together,
So in the Caribbean, like, how important is rum to kind of your music culture, or maybe how important is music to your rum culture?
I think rum is important to there's rum, and then there's everything else in the hierarchy of needs, But it's intrinsic, because we have Carnival, and for those of you who don't know, Carnival is a 2-day parade that takes place early in the year, maybe end of February, March. But the lead up to Carnival is like a 6-month celebration, where you have parties every weekend, and then coming up to the week of, you have parties every day, and there are street parades, and then there's people dress up in costumes, and then you have parties to announce the costumes, and then parties to pick up the costumes, and then you wear the costumes. So we do a lot of partying basically, and yeah, as part of that, we do drink a lot of rum, you know. So the thing about it is that I feel that when you look at ads, for instance, right? There's always, you know, the advert of somebody with a glass in their hand having a good time, and we present that message a lot without really understanding that, yeah, in a lot of places, the alcohol is intrinsic to the culture, you know, in that the two things actually do go hand in hand, you know. And for us, where we actually do a lot of partying, a lot of hanging out and so on, you know, like, yeah, rum is a really big part of our culture down there.
And you've tried to bring a bit of that to life. You've got for those of you that don't know, Gillionaire has an amazing kind of rum shack, I guess. Is that the best way to describe it? In Williamsburg in Brooklyn, called Pearls.
Yeah.
And you've got an amazing rum selection there as well.
Yeah, we have a great rum selection at Pearls. We do a lot of Trinidadian food, so if any of you guys are ever in Williamsburg, feel free to stop by. Don't tell them I sent you, they'll probably charge you double. But yeah, and then we're going to be opening a cocktail bar next door that's going to be more like rum inspired, you know, and just like a taste of the islands, really. Yeah.
It's amazing because you walk along the street and, you know, most of the restaurants are quite quiet.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's sitting down, having brunch, having coffee, and then suddenly you walk past Pearls and it's, you know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday and there's like a riot going on there. Right?
Basically, yeah.
You make some extremely strong rum punch at Pearls.
We
for sure.
Yeah. We keep that's how we keep everybody inside, you know. Yeah.
So you're a big enthusiast for rum, and in the time I've known you, you've talked a lot about, you know, kind of your passion for rum and maybe one day wanting to have your own kind of rum brand, or just to sort of get into the nuts and bolts of how rum is made.
Yeah.
Which leads us happily on to the next reason we're here, which is, so of course BACARDÍ has a bit of a partnership now with Major Lazer, which we're extremely excited about because I think you guys are probably the hottest act on the planet right now.
Thank you.
Also the hardest working, I have to say.
Thank you.
The two things probably go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Working hard and becoming hot.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all of you, and we're super excited.
Yeah.
So because of your enthusiasm for rum, we were also decided that instead of just a normal kind of partnership, and you know, we thought let's make a rum together.
Of course.
You want to tell us a little bit about this rum that we've got here and the process behind it?
Yeah. We went down to Puerto Rico, actually, to the distillery, and we went to Jacksonville. And shout out to the hardworking people at BACARDÍ, you know. They gave us a tour of the facility and a lot of education on what goes into making the rum, because that really fascinated me. Obviously, coming from the Caribbean, we make a lot of rum in Trinidad. In fact, the distillery in Trinidad produces a lot of the liquids for some of the rums that you have across North America and Europe and so on. As for New Zealand, Stolen is made in Trinidad. And it was cool. It's cool to get a distillery tour and understand what goes into the brand and so on. And then we actually went into the lab and we sat down and we made 3 different blends. And then based on the 3 different blends, we narrowed it down to 1 blend. And then we got into the bar and we came up with our own cocktail program. We did 3 or 4 specialist cocktails using the BACARDÍ Major Lazer rum. And yeah, it's really been an exciting process. It's been a very educational process, and it's good to be able to share that with you guys here today.
It's been amazing to watch because I, you know, went down on one of those trips with you while we were playing around with different rum samples, and you know, like there are lots of people who are fascinated by the process of making spirits, but you were, you know, passionate about it. You could see it was like, oh yeah, I want to know how this works, and then I want to know how this works. So we're actually handing around a little bit of this Major Lazer rum right now, which Gillionaire was such a huge part in creating. And talk about like...
Try not to throw up.
This is your next big hit, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're a big rum enthusiast, but I know that, you know, some of these guys are probably very much into drinking rum on its own, but you're a big believer in, like, rum is to be drunk, right? And drunk with friends. So
rum is to get drunk, yeah.
I'm glad you said it and not me.
Yeah.
All right. And also we've got Ian Burrell from the Rum Experience, who he knew this was being streamed live, so he decided to do some work for the first time this week and put on his hat so that a little subtle branding
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, both Ian and I were at Carnival in 2012, where
Amazing.
you were playing a lot of bangers.
Yeah.
So what have we got like in the rum that's in front of us? Although unfortunately not in front of us.
Yeah.
But in front of these guys.
In terms of the notes,
Yeah. What were you looking for when you wanted to make
we wanted
this?
to go with something that had a distinctly Caribbean flavor.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of like old carnival costumes that we put in there, and yeah.
Hopefully not my old carnival
Yeah.
costume, because
Yeah.
that was pretty sweaty by the
Well,
end of it.
what's in here? Almond notes.
Thank you.
Remind me. Yeah, toffee.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a little bit of banana in there and
So-
some nuts.
And I know one thing that will. First of all, let's drink this because we've
Yeah.
got some here. So,
Cheers.
man, such a great pleasure
Yeah.
to
Cheers,
have you
guys.
here. Fantastic. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you. You've done an amazing job over this last week. So,
Yeah.
and the months leading up to it as well. Now, that's still got. There's a lovely bit of wood there that you can taste. There's some old rum in there, but there's still a little bit
Cedar
of punch,
notes.
a little bit of fire, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I know one thing when we've talked about rum drinks and cocktails, you always talk about rum is to be drunk,
Yeah.
right? And it's in mixed drinks, and we talk often about rum punch and the way that people drink rum around the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I know this wasn't really a sipping rum. This is like something you want to make party drinks with.
Yeah.
That should put you in a great mood. And I think it's delicious.
I think the misconception a lot of people have is that this is it's too harsh, it's too rough, because it can be very astringent sometimes. So
Sure.
we wanted to create something that still had a little bit of astringency,
Yep.
but wasn't too much of a burn going down.
Cool.
And I mean, again, these guys really helped us nail that. And we wanted to also make something that went well
Yep.
into simple cocktails that you can make at home in your backyard, hanging out with your friends.
So we're actually up here drinking. This is just pretty simple because
Yeah.
we're simple guys, right?
Yes.
So this is the Major Laser rum, a little bit of lime, soda, and given that you're from Trini,
Some
a healthy
Angostura
dash of
bitters.
Angostura bitters.
Yeah.
And absolutely delicious. But also, I know one thing you always tell us about is, just rum punches everywhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's what makes all the parties work. And this kind of
And the thing about rum punch too is that everybody has their own special twist on it.
Right.
Whether it's in terms of some people do some that are more citrus based.
Yep.
Some people do some that you might find a little bit more passion fruit in it.
Cool.
As opposed to heavily orange. Some people do crazy colors. They add a little grenadine. So it's really that's your thing. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So it's really that's the thing about rum punch is really being able to explore and add your own little twist to it.
Yeah.
So and it's also a fun summer cocktail.
Cool.
I think that that in some places rum has gotten a bad rap for so long. So
Sure.
it's really good to kind of now sit on the other side and let people know, hey, you can enjoy it and have a really good time with it as well.
people really certainly put together drinking rum and having an amazing time on the dance
Yeah.
floor last night. So
Exactly.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now, we thought maybe let's make a rum punch, but here
Yeah.
today. But we were
Okay.
going to get actually our 2016 BACARDÍ Legacy champion, Gian Chan, to kind of make a punch with you.
Let's get a round of applause
Yeah.
for this apron.
Tropical.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we thought maybe the two of you might build a punch up, much in the same way you'd build up a track.
Yeah.
Right? So let's put together a little foundation, and I think Gian's created a sort of interesting spin on Caribbean rum punch for you.
Cool.
Yes, definitely. So today we're gonna do a really simple, not fairly simple rum punch. So it's our take on of just we both live in New York.
Yeah.
We want to do something linked to Trinidad, Caribbean culture to New York. So, usually rum punch have this a really vibrant, really vivid color, red, yellow, really just stand out, getting lots of energy. So we do something can sort of bring you. You need more rum, yes. So anyway, so we're gonna do a drink called New York beet salad. So the color from beets is red, and when you have a beet salad in New York, usually when you go brunch, you have a beet salad to start. You got beet juice, you got roasted beets, you got some cheese, some yogurt, some fruits on the side. So that's the whole imagination. So today we're gonna do a rum punch called New York beet salad. So basically, you still got that color, got that tropical from the from pineapple and cranberry, and then we mix with beet juice and rum. Also touch lemon and just touch of mint on the top.
Then we pour a whole bottle of rum in.
Yes, definitely. Should we just move these a little bit?
I mean,
You
if
wanna
you
move
want
it
to.
in?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
This has every opportunity of going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So we got all the ingredients prepared here already. So first of all,
You need
I will
more
just
rum?
hand it to you. You can just pour it in. This
Okay,
is
cool.
cranberry reduction. Just cook down the cranberry juice a little
Cranberry reduction.
bit. Yes. Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Yes. Beet juice.
Beet juice.
Yes. Lemon juice.
Lemon juice. Nobody's excited about the lemon juice.
Their stomachs are feeling a little tender
Yeah.
right now.
Couple dash of Angostura bitter from Trinidad as well.
If I can get it open. How many dashes should I put in?
There's never,
you gotta
never,
tell me.
never too many.
10?
Never too many.
Okay,
Sure, yeah?
count them down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ocho!
Ocho, yeah. There we go. Last one, whole bottle of our amazing new rum.
In Trinidad, we always say you have to pour one out for the spirits, you know? So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, let's put in some more rum.
That's a special surprise, yeah.
What do you think, Gian? Do you think it needs more rum?
Definitely. Let's taste it. For sure, you can need more rum.
I mean, I don't think anybody ever,
Ever turned down the
ever said, it needs less rum.
All right, let's have a try.
Yeah.
Awesome. Here we go.
Cool. That's refreshing. It tastes like a healthy brunch drink.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So we're gonna serve the punch outside later. So everybody got to try it.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you want to say something like
I want to say cheers to you.
cheers?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Ladies
Thank
and gentlemen, Gian Chan, 2016 BACARDÍ Legacy winner.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ran, we would have invited you, but when we were planning this, we didn't know you'd won yet.
Next year, yeah. We're gonna save you this. We're gonna send this punch bowl to your house. So
You
yeah.
can work on some new recipes for us. Can we get a couple of glasses so that Julian and I can have a little punch? A couple of more things, obviously. So one of the things that's exciting for us is because you're such a big rum enthusiast and involved in the restaurant world, we're going to be kind of working a lot more with you personally as well as with Major Lazer as a new not even really an ambassador. I think your preferred title was Minister of Rum.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds extra. Thank you. Cold, even better. So, what, in terms of sort of going around the world, talking a little bit about rum, making rum drinks, what's exciting about that for you?
I think the best part is about being able to educate people and help dispel some of the misconceptions that people have about rum, and also change the way people look at consuming the product as well. And that it doesn't have to be, just like a rum and Coke. Like you can mix it with other stuff, and it's just
You can
it's
actually
just as
drink.
tasty.
You can drink rum in a novelty, oversized wine
You
glass.
can drink rum in a wine.
Yeah.
Yo, let me teach you guys a trick. You put some beet juice in there. You put it in a wine glass, and it's like
And it becomes sophisticated.
and all of a sudden you're an adult. So yeah.
So,
Cheers.
fantastic. So we're super excited about this rum, which we feel will be like the taste of summer.
Yeah.
And we're extremely excited about working with yourself. I mean, you've got your passion for music, your passion for rum, your passion for kind of island culture is so infectious. So Julian will be coming to a city or town or beach or rum shack near you soon. Wanted to maybe get some of our bartenders and some of our journalists and anyone else that's here to maybe ask you a few questions.
Sure.
If you're feeling keen. Do we have any questions for Julian about music, about rum, about the role that beetroot juice plays in punch?
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, sure. If you want to walk the microphone around, or is everyone a little stunned?
No questions?
Yeah,
Great.
maybe. Cool. Yeah, all shy. Sure, Ian, I can't believe you don't have a question. Or you're busy drinking rum. Yeah.
So yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Target audience. It's weird being able. It's weird having to define a target audience because where are you from? Where's your family from? Jamaica, right? Yeah. So Ray and nephew, you all drink a lot of overproof rum in Jamaica, right? Yeah. Well, we drink puncheon. You all drink just straight Ray and nephew white rum. It's crazy. I don't know how they function, but
No, nor do they.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. Why do Jamaicans run so fast? But yeah, that's the thing about it. It's difficult for me to define a demographic because you grow up with it as part of the culture, you know. So whether you just turning 18 or whatever is the legal age in Trinidad, to if you are in your 50s and 60s, even as a kid, it might sound strange to say that, but even before you start drinking rum, you know how to mix a drink, because your dad will be like, oh, go and mix a drink for me, It's like, rum up to here, and then, and then Coke up to here, and then put some ice in. So if I had to define a demographic, I would just say, the same type of people that enjoy our music, whether it's, young people that come to our festivals and our shows, or their mom and dad who might enjoy listening to a song like Lean On or Boomaye. So it's not really so much about narrowing it down to a specific age group, but it's more of a lifestyle, If you want to have fun, here we are.
If you were hosting a party, and you're drinking this rum, what music would you have in the background and what food would you serve?
Do you want me to translate for you?
If I was hosting a party, it would definitely be a lot of soca music, a lot of reggae and dancehall, and it would definitely be some curry chicken, some curry goat, a little bit of jerk chicken, and I think we'd have a good time. Yeah.
Unless I was there and we'd have doubles, right?
And then we would have, there would be a doubles man for when we're leaving. So on the way out, we'd have a doubles man set up and you get your doubles to go. Yeah.
So I've got a question for you then, I guess. I mean, like, I come from a country which has, where reggae is, pretty much the most popular form of music.
Of course.
Although we do it without the overproof rum. But in the last few years, it's been amazing to watch the sound, I guess, for want of a better term, that you and Major Lazer have put together, and it's just it's taken over everywhere, right? I hear cars driving past in the sunshine. That's what you hear playing.
Yeah.
You hear it in like every bar around the world. You hear it in every club. What is it about like this kind of particular melting pot of music that you think is what's the hook? Why is it working? Why is it so popular?
I think that it's the thing about Caribbean music is that, again, it's in our blood to have a good time. That's how you grow up. Celebrating with friends, celebrating with family. I mean, everything is a celebration. Whether it's a birthday or Mother's Day or Christmas. For me, going to Trinidad for Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year, as I'm sure it is in Jamaica as well, where you go down there and it's an open house. You go to everyone's home and you have something to eat, you have something to drink, you celebrate. So when you have music that's steeped in celebration, that translates into the music as well, because it goes hand in hand with the culture, So I think that people hear that sound and like, oh, this is vibrant, this is vibe, Like even if I never heard the song before, I can enjoy it because it's a song that is made for me to celebrate,
But it's been amazing to see it it's taken over the world. It's incredible. Like places with no connection to Caribbean culture and island vibe. It's sort of, this is music you're hearing everywhere. It's been incredible.
Well, that's been a consistent theme for us because when we first started off, doing bus tours and going across America and so on, we would go to cities like Tulsa, Oklahoma, where you would run into kids who had never heard reggae and dancehall before, and it was really changing they was really blowing their minds and changing their perception of what music was. And an important part of what we do is being able to educate people. So you might hear a song and it might be our version of reggae and dance, or our version of soca music, or it might be something that we do with somebody like Johnny Osborne from Jamaica or Masha Montano from Trinidad. And then you can go on YouTube and be like, oh, like, let me look up this guy. Let me look up Master Montano. Let me look up Conscience. Let me look up, you know, Mo or Nyla or any one of these artists that we've worked with, Fuse ODG from Ghana. And then you kind of can go on a musical exploration and learn about some things that maybe you never heard of before. And just put some new music into your Spotify playlist.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, over the last couple of, years, really, you guys have been such extraordinary ambassadors for kind of Ireland, the incredible musical tradition that comes out of the islands.
Yeah.
And it's been incredible to watch that catch all over the world. So you've been great ambassadors for the Caribbean, great ambassadors for Ireland music.
Yeah.
And obviously we're very excited to have you joining us as a sort of quasi-ambassador for Bacardi and for Major Lazer Rum now.
Well, I mean,
super exciting.
Yeah, the two things go hand in hand because, I mean, Bacardi has always been an ambassador for the Caribbean as well, you know, in the same way that Angostura Bitters has always been an ambassador for Trinidad, you know, in that, and any bar that you go into in the world, they have Bacardi rum. Any bar you go into the world, they have Angostura Bitters, you know, so.
Now we can put them together.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, so for us, you know, it's really, for me, it's really important that everywhere I go, I represent Trinidad, if it's in the music or in the culture or in just people not understanding what I'm talking about because they can't figure out my accent. So it's just, yeah, it's just part of the day, yeah.
Right. Incredible. All right, well, guys, I guess this is gives us the opportunity to drink a little bit of rum.
Yes.
Come and catch up, have a chat to Gillionaire, enjoy some of Gian's amazing punch. And, man, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be here in Berlin
Cheers.
with you.
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank you.
So, at the end of this, Gillionaire is taking off back to the States. I think you've got a launch party for this in Miami.
On Friday, yeah.
Yeah, that guest list is full. I'm sorry.
But if you guys, if anybody's around, yeah, maybe we can figure something out. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be there? Nice.
Fantastic. So to each of you, have an amazing day. Let's enjoy some rum. A big thank you to Gian for making this incredible punch. And to our bartenders, Daniele, and the rest of the crew, thank you so much for making amazing drinks. For those of you that have joined us on the live stream, thank you so much. And man, thank you. It's such a great pleasure to be on stage and drink some rum with you.
Thanks for having me once again. Enjoy,
Fantastic.
guys. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Good times.
All right, so from here we, you know what, just relax, have fun, enjoy the day. Today's about you. It's about just having a shitload of fun. But most importantly, it's about May. It's actually May's birthday today. So we're putting her to work. So May and Chev will be back DJing as the Unpronounceables.
Just one last thing. Is our live stream finished? Still live. Okay, can we finish?
Hi, Mom.